Okay, so today we're going to be evaluating functions. So here are our notes on this. So up here it tells you your domain, so that means that those are our x values. So we plug in -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. When we do that, we need to find our range. So we're going to be replacing the x value with the numbers in the domain. So y equals 2 times -2 plus 3. So y equals -4 plus 3, which is -1. I come over here, -2, -1, and I plot my point. The next one, 2 times -1 plus 3. So I get -2 plus 3, which is 1. So -1, 1. Then y equals 2 times 0 plus 3. So I get y equals 0 plus 3, which is 3. So I do 0, 3. Then y equals 2 times 1 plus 3. So we get 2 plus 3 is 5. And I do 1, 5. And then last but certainly not least, 2 times 2 plus 3. Y equals 4 plus 3, which is 7. 2, 7. And you just graphed it. Right now I would like you to do number 2 on your own. Okay, so number 2, you should have done and you should have gotten this. Okay, then down at the bottom here, this is our x value. So we're replacing x with 5. So 5 equals 5 plus 2. So f of 5 equals 5 plus 2. So f of 5, we add 5 and 2 together, and we get 7. Next, it says our x value is going to be 3. So I replace all my x's with 3. So f of 3 equals 4 times 3 minus 3. So f of 3 equals 12 minus 3. So f of 3 equals 9. Once you do this last one on your own, so f of 8 equals -2 times 8 plus 4. So f of 8 equals -16 plus 4. So f of 8 equals -12. Now, up above, we did ordered pairs with them. So we can see the ordered pair 5, 7 in here. We can see the ordered pair 3, 9 in here. And then we can see the ordered pair 8, -12. So now I would like to go to the back side of our notes. Here we are. And the first thing I want you to notice is the fact that there are 2 different functions here. I'm actually going to use this one. We have the f function and we have the h function. So, f function. We have one here, 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 and then this part right here. So, what this is doing is telling us to go to where x is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2, and I go up until it hits the graph, and that's at 5. Then here, when x is equal to 0, so x is equal to 0 right here, so I go up here and I get 2. Then when x is equal to 3, so I come over to where 3 is, and I go up and I get 4. Now here it's saying given f of x. So this is given f of x. We want to find x. So I come over here, and f of x is 5. So I come over and I get 2 as my answer. Then I have f of x equals 0. So when f of x right here is 0, then I come over until it hits the x, and that's at 7. And then this is when x is equal to 4. So I come along here when it's equal to 4, and I go up, and that's 3. Then the other one is dealing with this. So I have my x's and I have my h of x's. This is h of 0, so I go until I hit 0, and next door to it says 15. So I write 15. This is when x is equal to 4. So I come over here and look for when x is 4, and next to it, it says 10. So I plug in, or I put there 10. Now here it's doing the opposite way. It's actually talking about this column this time. And so I'm looking for 4, and my x value is 1. This one says h of x is 17. So oh, it's right there. So what's its x value? -3. Now this one is looking for h of 4, so the x value is 4. Come down here and I get 10. So h of 4, f of 4 plus h of 4 equals 13. Okay, so let's do this one. Again, we have f of x, and we have h of x. So f of x says -1. So -1 squared plus 1. 1 times 1 is 1, plus 1, 2. We have here, we have 3 squared plus 1, so that's 9 plus 1, which is 10. And then down here, we have -2 squared plus 1, so that's going to be 4 plus 1, so this is 5. Then we have the h's. h of 0. So when this is x is 0, the h of 0 would be 2. Then we have h of 6. So I come over here to when x is 6, and I go up, and the h of 6 value is 3. Then this is h of x, so I come up here to when it's 3, I go over. Oh, amazingly, didn't we just do that problem? And then this last one, h of 1. Okay, 1, 1. So the answer to this is 4. Now, I want you to do the next section. Remember PEMDAS. Remember PEMDAS. The exponent comes before the multiplication. So you're squaring something first, then multiplying it by the 2. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to cover up this stuff over here so you can't see it. The first thing you should have done is gotten what P of X is. So it says $7 per hour X, so that's 7X. And then you have $25 extra for tips. So that's where that came in. And here you are. For those of you that were wondering on letter A, how I got that, I'm going to show you right here. So f of -3 equals 2 times -3 squared plus 3. Remember I said PEMDAS? You have to do that first. you have to do the exponent first. So f of negative 3 equals 18 plus 3, and that's how I got the 21. And then those of you that are wondering about letter G, I took the p of x, it says it's 60, so I replaced p of x with 60 equals 7x plus 25. And then I solved. So I subtract 25 from both sides. I get 35 equals 7x. Divide by 7, and I get 5 equals x.